And so it goes on and on and on. Day turns into night. People turn into earth, turn back into people, turn back into earth. Lao Tzu wrote the Tao Te Ching about 400 BCE. And at that time, it was still the same moment that it is right now. And he was looking at the same mind that we are looking at right now. This is the first verse of the Tao Te Ching. Tao defined is not the constant Tao. No name names its eternal name. The unnameable is the origin of heaven and earth. Named, it is the mother of the 10,000 things. Emptied of desire, we see the mystery. Emptied of desire, we see the mystery. Filled with desire, we see the manifestation of things. Two names emerge from a single origin, and both are called mysterious. And the mystery itself is the gateway to perception. The mystery itself. What is this mystery? This mystery, constantly unfolding before us. We're always trying to get a hold of it, to name it, to make it into something real, something stable. We've made this part of it into Sunday. Sunday morning, the last morning of Sesshin. And that's useful, of course. It can be useful. But it's very interesting to see, what if we called this part Tuesday morning, the first morning of Sesshin? Really enter that this is the first morning of Sesshin. Do you see how just that simple belief about what this is completely changes how we feel, what we think about? It creates our reality. But truly we don't know what this is. We never know what this is or what's going to happen. Sesshin isn't a limited event in time. It's our life. It never ends. This gathering, this touching, this letting go, this looking, this loving. This mystery never ends. And facing changes has its principles. So as we transition back into talking and doing more, to sitting less, I'd like to share some bits of advice. First and foremost, be gentle with yourself. It can be quite overwhelming, and that's okay. But if you ease back into the transition can be a lot smoother, a lot easier. The heart and mind are very sensitive after this much practice, very receptive and malleable, and tender. So if we honor that, if we take care of that like we would a child's mind, that can be a very, very good thing. So this applies especially to activities that require a lot of thought, like talking and media use and reading and writing. Be gentle, ease back in, the best you can. Just a little at a time if possible during the next few days. It's like we took a deep dive into the ocean of our minds, and if we come up too fast, we can get the bends. Or like we took a long fast from food, and if we eat a whole bunch right away, we'll get a stomachache. And second, make it a priority to sit again today, even a few times more today and tomorrow. Sitting Zazen after Sesshin and the hours and days after Sesshin can be very fruitful and grounding, even if just for a few minutes. And third, for the next few days at least, try to keep your activities simple. Simple and quiet whenever you can. Give yourself permission to rest, to do nothing, to be quiet, to do art or walk outside. Pause often to touch into the simplicity of this moment. Take a deep breath. Physical exercise, yoga, deep breathing, being outdoors, doing simple chores. These all can be very grounding and help with integration after Sesshin. And of course, we will do what we do, and we have to do what we have to do. So we can't really control it. So above all, don't believe the inner critic when she or he tries to tell you you're not doing it good enough. You are doing it good enough. You are doing it good enough. You are perfect. Even if you don't follow any of these guidelines, you are perfect. Lacking nothing. This is really true. Really true. Remind yourself of your perfection. Every person, everything exactly in the place that it should be. Every thought, every feeling, exactly in the place it should be. Please nourish your heart's deepest calling. Keep the inquiry alive. Remember, the Sangha is your support. Make it a priority to sit with Sangha. So now these are just general pieces of advice for your practice life in general, not just the next couple days. Nourish your heart's deepest calling. Remember that the Sangha is your support. Make it a priority to sit with them, to read and hear Dharma teachings, to check in with your Dharma friends and teachers often, to sit regularly, And we have groups almost every night of the week on Zoom, and we hope to be opening the monastery up again in some capacity soon. And of course, there are many, many sanghas. Please keep returning to Sesshin or meditation retreat again and again and again and again and again. The depths of presence are rarely discovered and stabilized outside of extended retreat. It's so deep. It's so vast. And we can realize that. We can live that. Retreat practice is a tool for making that potential a reality. And we must remember also to nurture the truths that we have realized in Sesshin, to return to them often and intentionally integrate them into our daily activities, into our work, our relationships, our ways of thinking and speaking, our ways of holding our bodies. Integration is often messy and difficult, fumbling around trying to play our part well while not forgetting that it's just a play. So that's fine and normal. It can be difficult. But yet we still make this intention to really bring whatever we have discovered and realized during Sesshin into our daily life, our way of being. And of course that happens naturally, and also we can intend it and we can encourage it. Staying in touch with the depths of our true nature while being a functioning person. It's not easy, and it's also very simple. Just moment by moment. Remember, if it feels difficult, if you're suffering, it's always because you're believing your thoughts. If it feels difficult, if you're suffering, it's always because you're believing your thoughts. Not wanting what is and wanting what isn't. If you haven't already made a future, I invite you not to. And if you have, know that you are always free to rewrite it or let it go whenever you want. Returning to this mystery. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows what will happen next. Empty of desire, we see mystery. Trust in mind. Trust in this universe to take care of what needs to be taken care of, to plan what needs to be planned. Letting go of our agenda brings freedom, brings ease, brings joy. And maybe most importantly, remember to cultivate a heart of welcome, nourishing your capacity for compassion, for kindness, for generosity, for gratitude. Please take good care of yourself and those around you. How wonderful, how exciting, how beautiful, how fun it can be to come out of Sesshin, fresh, alive, open, to celebrate and share this beautiful mind with others. And please appreciate the ease and the joy that you have cultivated, that you have discovered through your devoted practice. I'm going to close with a quote from the Zen nun, Mora Sesshin O'Halloran. She wrote this just after a 3-year period of intense practice. And she wrote it in her journal, and she didn't know it would ever be read. But she died at the age of 27, about a year after, maybe even just months after this was written. She says, I have maybe 50 or 60 years. Who knows? Who knows? Of time, of a life, open, blank, ready to offer. I want to live it for other people. What else is there to do with it? Not that I expect to change the world or even a blade of grass, but it's as if to give myself is all I can do, as the flowers have no choice but to blossom. At this moment, the best I can see to do is to give to people this freedom, this bliss. And how better than through Zazen? So I must go deeper and deeper and work hard, no longer for me, but for everyone I can help. May we bring forth this vow to give ourselves completely to this life, to helping, to empty ourselves completely so that we can give, to go as deep as we can so that we can share the peace and joy of our true nature with everyone and everything we meet. May our practice here together be of benefit to all beings. Thank you.